What's up, team? Welcome back to another workout. Today I'm bringing you a core and mobility circuit. So we have 3 total sets. We're going 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, no rest in between sets. So 25 total minutes of work. I love using workouts like this on active recovery days to get the body opened up and still put in some work, but not completely crush the body. I have 2 different kettlebells for this workout, a heavier bell and a lighter bell. So 53 pounds and 26 pounds. So we're gonna start off with a single arm suitcase carry with the heavier bell. So chest up nice and tall, shoulders pulled down and back, keeping the kettlebell off to the side of the body, core braced, heel to toe walk using the length of our mat. So obviously the heavier you go, the more challenging this exercise is going to be. I want perfect control. We're not just gonna race to one side, nice controlled walk. Again, making sure to keep that kettlebell off to the side of the body. So the further off to the side we hold the bell, the more challenging it's gonna be on the core and the upper body to maintain good alignment throughout. So we have an anti-lateral flexion exercise. So this bell is gonna wanna pull us out of alignment, pull us off to the side. So our core strength, more specifically the opposite side of the core, has to stabilize to maintain good alignment throughout this dynamic movement. And rest. Okay, so bell down, so we hit the left side. Now we're gonna be hitting the right side. 10 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, perfect form. Nice controlled walk. If you guys don't wanna use the length of your mat, you guys wanna try something different, you can also do a march in place. Totally up to you. If you want to try that, see if that feels better, see if that feels more demanding, go for that as well. I'm gonna go with the suitcase carry. Ten seconds here. Chest up, nice and tall. Keep that core locked in. All right, good. Now we're bringing it down to the ground. So we have a spider lunge stretch with a T-frame. So pick a side, doesn't matter what side. So this foot comes up to the side here, outside of the hand. Other knee's gonna be on the floor. We're gonna take the same side hand of the bent leg. We're gonna try and drop the forearm as close to the floor as we can. And then we're gonna post on this opposite arm and open up and pull this arm back as far as possible. So just nice and controlled, opening up as much as you can, opening up just a little bit more, or trying to, on each rep. So really opening up the hips and the groin on this spider lunge portion, and then stretching out the chest and working some mobility through that upper back and thoracic spine with that T-frame. All right, now we're switching sides. Other side. Same thing, just trying to open up as much as possible. Open up just a little bit more on every single rep to improve range of motion. All right, here we go. You're gonna start to see if you have one side that's more mobile than the other, then you know you have some stuff to work on. Might get some cracks. I got a good crack there in the spine. Really try and drop that forearm as much as you can. So I have really tight hips, so it's really difficult for me to really open up. So this is something I have to work on often. Can't just do mobility once in a while and expect to see results. 10 seconds. All right, next up, hollow rocks. So on our back, hitting some core. So hollow rocks, we're just gonna be here. Modification, bend the knees. You can also bring the hands to the side to make it even easier. All right, here we go. Arms locked out overhead, toes pointed, quads flexed. So we have tension from the tips of our fingers all the way to our toes. Want to make sure we're not rocking all the way up where the feet touch the ground. We also don't want to rock all the way back. Find that middle ground. Nice small rocks here. 15 seconds. Getting close to the wall here. 5 seconds. All right. Child's pose to pigeon is next. So back to a mobility movement, a dynamic movement. So toes are gonna be on the floor here, and you'll see why in a second. We're gonna sit back onto the heels, stretching out the shoulders and lats and lower back. Then we're gonna come forward, bring that leg across the body, drop our chest as far down or as close to the floor as we can to really stretch out those glutes. So nice and slow, trying to open up a little bit more, get that chest and get those hips a little bit closer to the floor on each rep. "15 seconds. Three, two, one, and time. All right, we're grabbing our lighter bell. So we have a hip to halo. So we're staying in this kneeling position, flipping the bell upside down, starting on one side, coming up and around to that opposite side. So core is braced here. Trace around the back of the head. Do not crack your head with the kettlebell. So this is where we're really working some shoulder mobility and range of motion. Also try and keep those ribs pulled down when you go into this halo. So we don't want to be arched like this. Keep those ribs pulled down and core braced, and really squeeze the obliques and control that kettlebell when you come down towards the hip. So we're gonna be feeling this again in the core, also in the shoulders. 10 seconds. All right, good. Bell off to the side. Down dog toe touchers. Let's go. Opening up those hamstrings, opening up the shoulders a bit. So keep the legs as straight as you can. Back to that plank position. Reaching for the toes. If you can't get all the way to the toes, that's totally fine. Start with a short range of motion, and then try to reach just a little bit further on each rep, with the goal in mind of getting all the way down to the toes. You also want to be driving the heels to the floor to really stretch out the calves and hamstrings. Just nice and controlled. Let's get one more rep in. All right, good. Now we're back up. So that's one round or one set, back up to our single arm suitcase carry or march. It's up to you. Here we go. Core brace, chest up nice and tall. Kettlebell off to the side of the body. If you guys don't have kettlebells, you obviously can use dumbbells instead. Totally up to you. So you guys are also gonna you guys are also gonna see there's some sneaky cardio mixed in as well. So because we do this in a circuit style with minimal rest, elevates our heart rate, it makes it more taxing on the body, but still we're not completely crushing the body. So again, just a great workout for an active recovery day, just to get the blood flowing, get the heart pumping, still putting in some work, but just not totally killing ourselves. All right, good. Kettlebell down. Other side on the suitcase carry. Perfect technique. Let's go. Kettlebell off to the side. Chest up. Core braced. Nice controlled steps. Halfway. Let's go. Perfect form, chest up. Do not let that kettlebell rest on your side. Remember, the further out we hold the kettlebell, the more demanding it's gonna be, so really challenge the core with this. Almost there, come on. Let's bring it back. Good, rest, back down. Spider lunge stretch with the T-frame. Remember, pick whatever side. So we're gonna be hitting both sides here. Get into position, other knees on the floor here. Dropping that forearm. Open it up as far as you can. So now the body should really start to be a little more mobile as we've warmed up. A little bit of sweat going. So remember, just try to get a little bit further, a little bit deeper. Open up just a little bit more on each rep to improve that mobility and range of motion. Here we go. One more. Good. Hitting the other side. Take some deep breaths throughout, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Getting set. You guys can also play with this back leg here, having the foot flat or up on the toes. Totally up to you. Find what's most comfortable for you. I'm definitely a little bit tighter on this side as far as the hips go, but I'm definitely more mobile on this T-frame. So a little bit more mobility on this side with that upper body. 15 seconds. Do one more. All right, going back to our hollow rocks. Remember, use a modification if you need it. If the rocks are just too difficult for you, you can also just do a hollow body hold, which I'll showcase as we get into this. So if the hollow rocks are too much, you can also try just the hollow body hold. You can also bend the knees. You can also bring the hands to the side to modify. Most important thing is that lower back stays pinned to the ground. Keep that full body tension. So quads are flexed, feet are together, aggressively pointing the toes away from you. 10 seconds. And rest. Child's pose to pigeon. So opening up that back, lower back, lats, shoulders from that child's pose. Opening up those hips, more specifically the glutes on that pigeon. Sitting back onto the heels, stepping up, dropping that chest as close to the floor as you can. We also really want to try and get this leg up top in the pigeon as parallel with our body as possible. So really try and get that leg going across the mat as much as you can. Dropping that chest. So I'm definitely opening up a lot more here. Definitely getting a lot further on this pigeon than that first round. Last one. All right, good. So grabbing our lighter bell, got the hip to halo from that kneeling position. So really control it, nice and slow. Really working that mobility in that halo. Keep those ribs pulled down as best as you can. Halfway. 10 seconds. Nice and controlled. Let's get one more. All right, down dog toe touchers. Here we go, 10 seconds. Get those legs as straight as you can. Reaching as far as you can. Driving the heel to the floor to really intensify that stretch through the hamstring and through the calf. Also, we're keeping the arms straight, so we're doing some upper body work as well. Opening up the shoulders, so working that overhead range of motion. Really keep the core braced, especially when you come back to that plank. Don't sag the hips when you come back. Lock that core in that plank position as well. So we are working some core with this movement. Set 2 done. One more set. So we're back to our heavy bell. Single arm suitcase carry. Final set. Let's go. Nice and controlled, chest up nice and tall. Kettlebell off to the side of the body. Let's go, halfway. 10 seconds. All right, good. A little rest, and we hit the other side. Nice controlled steps. Let's go. Kettlebell off to the side. Halfway. Keep it going. Come on. 5 seconds. Let's bring it back to the end. Ah, there it is. Spider lunge stretch with the T-frame. Good sweat going here. But as you guys can see, it's not totally crushing. So we have a sweat going, we're putting in some work, but we're not killing ourselves. Let's go. Yeah, I'm definitely opening up just a little bit more here in the hips. That's what it's all about. Improving range of motion, improving that mobility. So a huge part of that is we need to be warm. You know, we can certainly do this without breaking a sweat and improve mobility, but it just helps so much more when the body's warm, we have a sweat going, helps our muscles relax and just open up and lengthen. Almost there. All right, good. Other side. All right, here we go. Here we go, dropping that forearm. Open it up. Halfway. Let's go, final set. of this workout and this circuit. Let's go, 5 seconds. Let's get one more good one. Ah, good. Back to the hollow rocks. Perfect form. Just focus on that form throughout. Let that be the main focus here. Not so much on how many reps you get, just really maintaining excellent form throughout. 10 seconds. Oh. Damn, that set got tough. See, I was starting to lose the form just a little bit there too. I almost stopped, but my ego wouldn't allow it. Child's pose to pigeon. Let's go. Open up as much as you can. Should really let that head fall through the shoulders. Stretch out those lats. Work on that shoulder mobility, that upper back mobility. We're stretching out that lower back as well here in the child's pose. That's a good stretch. Just feels good to get into that one. Let's get one more. And drop it. Good. Hip to halo. Here we go. Keep those ribs pulled down, core engaged. Let's get it. Nice controlled movement. So really think about pulling this bell behind you to really engage the oblique. So keep the elbow tight to the body, pull it back. You guys are gonna feel that oblique engage and turn on to decelerate the weight and then launch it back up into that concentric phase, going into that halo. Good. All right, last exercise. Down dog toe toucher. Let's go. Plank position. Here we go. Driving that heel to the floor. Really squeezing, engaging the core. Back in that plank position. Almost there. One more. And time, good. All right guys, I'm feeling great after that one. Hope you guys are as well. If you're looking for more workouts like this one, I have them in all of my training programs. This kind of work is a huge part of my personal weekly training, and they're a huge part of all of my comprehensive training programs. You guys can get free 7-day access to everything on my training app right now just by tapping the link in the description of this video. There's no risk. You can cancel at any time. Until the next workout, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll talk to you soon.